Hi everyone. Let's take a look together at another Legos idea set that's going to be released very soon. So this is set number 21337, and it's called Table Football, and it's coming on the shelves on the 1st of November 2022, and it is retailing for 215 pounds in the UK. So, well, I think this set would certainly excite a lot of football fans, perhaps without actually inducing all of them to buy it. But I think this set is certainly very appealing. Like, let's put aside the price for a moment. I think this set really is very novel in that first of all, it has a lot of minifigures. 22. Well, it's pretty unheard of in an idea set, and I think there are more minifigure accessories as well. Oh, that's Henry in this promotion video, so that's pretty cool. And then there are 44 headpieces. This is pretty amazing, and they can be stored in a certain compartment under the bench, so that's pretty neat. So I think this set would not be as big as I originally thought it would be. Certainly, it looks a little bit like, sort of a cute version of what the actual sort of table football device is supposed to be. But as a Lego model, I think it is fantastic. I think it's going to be a fantastic build experience. It's going to look great on display, and of course, it is entirely playable, I'm sure. Maybe not to the point of being able to replace your that table football that is already in your house, but for something that is Lego builds, this is going to be really fun. So yeah, I think this is I would say this is more of a nostalgic thing than for kids, really. I mean, obviously kids can play with it, but I don't think they'll be particularly interested to the point that one has to shell out more than £200 for sets like this. Again, I think that sort of money is better spent on 2 or 3 sets that kids would be more interested in. But for adults who grow up with this sort of device and sort of facility, is a good thing. It's a good way to, feel nostalgic about things. So obviously it's only a 5-a-side sort of football setting, and I don't think it's going to play that well. I could be wrong, and again, I probably wouldn't really want to play with it because obviously you don't want to damage the parts. I think especially for collectors, but it's fun. And honestly, I'm not quite sure why they need 22 minifigures for this sort of size. But yeah, I don't know. I think this set is not going to be that huge. It doesn't look that huge. It looks really cute, actually, which is not a bad thing, honestly. And yeah, I mean, it's very well built, well polished. You can see the surface are all pretty much covered up, except the black bricks, which doesn't bother me that much, honestly. I mean, it wouldn't bother me if it wasn't covered up entirely, or indeed in any way. But yeah, certainly when they cover up with these sort of tile pieces, it does look a little bit more polished and finished. And that's a look from the above, and yeah, you can set the scores. Yeah, it's all very nostalgic to me. I really hope it plays I really hope it plays reasonably well. I'm not sure how well it's going to play. And I mean, if I were to purchase this set, I'm really not sure if I'm ever going to play with it because, yeah, I mean, you really don't want to damage the parts, honestly. Like, yeah, maybe just switch out the legs, so that the ball doesn't damage the parts. Yeah, I think that really is the main drawback of this set, really. But that's not really a drawback, right? It is like as a football fan, I really love this sort of thing. Yeah, and yeah, so you can play 11 aside, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, I'm really speechless. Like you don't even need this thing, honestly. Like if you're only buying for the figures, you have a lot. You have 22 of them. I mean, obviously the price is kind of rough, but if you look at what you're getting, you know, so many of these minifigure pieces that can be used for customization. And obviously, you don't necessarily have to use these players. You can put your Marvel CMF, for instance, even though it's probably not a good idea. Or let's say the Muppets. You can play this machine with your Muppets figures, which might not be the best idea in the world, obviously, but yeah. So you can look at this lifestyle photo. Like it is really really small, honestly. Which is actually not a bad thing, honestly. Like for someone who doesn't have a lot of space left for Lego. I mean I think that's the same goes with pretty much everyone. The only thing that I wish is that the price could have been lower. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see whether it will eventually go down to third-party retailers, or even if you buy it from Lego.com, I really don't think you can do much wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, it really looks good. It honestly really does look good. Yeah, so yeah, the build itself is not too complicated. Yeah, it looks a little bit childish, really, but uh, I really don't think that this is necessary. Oh, yeah, this plays pretty well actually. Yeah, but again, it's just a thing mostly for display, I suppose. And of course, the build experience cannot be replaced. Whoa. I mean, personally, I am definitely a bit biased towards this, even though I'm most likely not going to get it, mainly due to the price because it's just so expensive. It's too expensive. But then, um, if you're going to get this one, I don't think you're going to be too disappointed at all. It's not going to take up a lot of your space, which is great, I think, personally. And it's going to be a nice addition to your collection. Like whether you're a genuine Lego fan or not, which is the whole point of the ideas theme, which is to sort of get adults back in Lego game. Instead of just treating it as a toy, you can be a novelty, it can be, a display item. I think this is such a great idea that was well executed. And I think I saw the original submission and I was under the impression that this would be bigger. But honestly, like, okay, especially when compared to, yeah, this brick tool. But yeah, I mean, uh, even though it doesn't look as sort of formidable as the original submission, it I think the end product is great. It is great. It's probably better than I thought it could have been, even. Maybe not in terms of playability, yeah, but certainly if you look at the video, it plays well. Like I'm not sure how well it moves from left to right and stuff like that. And obviously, I would have preferred, since you have 11 people on each team, you want to put as many of them in there as possible. I suppose you can customize it and add a few more, maybe 2 or 3 more players, not much more than that. I think that might have something to do with structural issues. I'm not sure. but ideally, I wish that each team would at least have 7 people. 5 is a little bit, yeah, but overall, I think this is a great set. Piece count great. You have Thierry Henry selling it, absolutely fantastic. And if you are into minifigures, especially in terms of customizing minifigures, great, great part sets. Very expensive part set for sure. But you know, if you have that amount of money and you like this concept, you like this thing, then I really don't think you can do too badly with this one. So that's it for my thoughts, and feel free to leave a comment to let me know what you think about the set. I'll be interested to know as well. That will inform my own purchase as well. So thanks for watching.